welcome back. Today's video is going to be all about traveling with a toddler. My daughter was about 15 and a half months when we flew from Arizona to Minnesota. It was about a 3-hour flight, so 4 hours in the airplane plus the airport plus the hotel. And I wanted to give you some tips for travel and packing and what we use in the airplane to keep her happy. Now, our kid is generally speaking a pretty easygoing kid. She doesn't usually have tantrums and cry and like all that. If she's not sick or teething, she's pretty much a happy camper if she's well fed and well rested. However, you never know with the ear pressure in their ears and just being out of their schedule sometimes, like they don't get their 2 naps a day or something. You can always hope that they're going to be great on the airplane. And you can plan as much as you want, but you know kids are unpredictable. So I'm just going to give you some tools that I think are fun toys in the airplane. Not even toys necessarily, activities, things like that. Tips that I found useful for our trip. We didn't end up using a lot of them. I definitely over-prepared, over-packed. But let's go ahead and jump in. Okay, I have a whole box here. I unpacked, only like threw things in here so I wouldn't forget to talk about them. And I have a thing. So what I did here on my list, I just wrote down, I have baggies for each activity or each type of toy or activity that I brought. So like one baggie, for example, I think I unpacked it already, but I called it Daisy's Beauty Bag. And her beauty supplies bag was just a little quart-sized baggie or even smaller. And it had one hair curler. That's like that coloring, I'll find one for you. Oh, here it is. This was Daisy's Beauty Bag. So this has a curler, which is like, I just had these sitting at home. I found these on a Pinterest board for like things for airplanes for toddlers. This will work if they're like anywhere from 9 months to 3 years. Probably some of them are going to be younger, some are going to be older. But yeah, it just curls, bends, so it's pretty entertaining. You're actually supposed to use it like in your hair, you know, to keep your hair in a curler. But she thought it was fun. It has a necklace. This is actually a teething necklace. The beads are meant for mommy to wear it, and then the kid is supposed to teeth on it. But for the airplane only, I let her have it. Keep in mind, many of these are what the Academy of whatever would call choking hazards. But the reason I'm allowing them on an airplane when I wouldn't allow her to play with them at home is that she's under such close supervision. Like, I'm not taking my eyes off this kid the entire flight. So yes, I am aware some of these are small. Some of these are things that, you know, she can choke herself, but I'm sitting right next to her. So just want to put that disclaimer out there. I'm not a doctor, and I do what works for my kid. This is a plastic bracelet. She finds these adorable. She puts it on and she goes, "Hi, I'm pretty." You know, she loves her bracelet, so I brought a bracelet. Very small, lightweight, doesn't take up much space, but she loves it. Here's a fake lipstick that she likes to pretend she's doing her makeup, so I brought that. And like, I didn't spend much at all for any of these. This is all stuff I had so far. This is an old bronzer from Clinique. She loves pushing the button to open it. She likes opening and closing it. Sometimes she wants me to help her. I scraped out the product. I got rid of it. It has a mirror. She loves looking at herself in the mirror. And then it has a lifty flap that you have. It comes with a brush, a makeup brush. So I put the makeup brush under there. She likes to pretend she's doing her makeup. I'm like, whatever, makes you happy, look in the mirror, play, do your lipstick, that's great. Now, I am a beauty person. I have a whole room dedicated to makeup, and so it's like natural that she likes it. But you could also bring like a little travel size makeup brush. Just make sure they're clean. You know, they have sensitive skin. You don't want any product on them. This is a hairbrush that came in one of her doll kits, and I just put it in the bag. It's small. And then a toothbrush. So this is a clean toothbrush that I got in the like dollar store in a pack of like 4 or something. And she likes to pretend she's brushing her teeth, and that's fine. Sometimes she'll brush like Elmo's teeth or whatever. This is a ring that I got in one of her party favor bags. It's just like a little compass. It's a plastic ring. No big deal. And round for just blotting or whatever. So that was what was in her beauty bag. Now, like I said, I have a girl. She likes makeup. She likes beauty. So I don't see a problem with it if I'm supervising her with these items. I'm just going to put them back in the bag while I talk to you about this. All small, all cheap, all easy to travel with, very lightweight. And another key thing with these items, or anything that you pack for your kid to take with you, is you have to be okay with small pieces falling on the floor and not caring if you get them back in the bag and they end up coming home with you. Don't bring anything that's irreplaceable or expensive, or, you know, that you wouldn't mind if she they lost it, or if it fell on the floor and some of the pieces fell apart. Another person might argue, don't bring things with small pieces because you don't want to lose them. But for me, I'm like, she likes pieces. She likes Legos. Like, if I want to bring Legos, I'm going to bring Legos. And if we lose a couple, oh well. You know, that's my attitude. But everyone's different. I got this. This is a sensory book from Target's Dollar Bins. I think it was $3 to $5. And it's this one's Starting the Day. And there are little pieces in here. They're felt that stick to the pages. There's a toothpaste. There's a comb. There's a bar of soap. And there's a hairbrush. And you're supposed to use those. And I put them in a baggie just to make it easier. You brush the teeth, and you can count the teeth if your kid's a little older. Obviously, Daisy didn't count at 15 months, but you wash your hands with the bar of soap, and she liked to feel them, you know. She combed the doll's hair with the brush, and then you tie the shoelaces. So if your kid's like a toddler, this would be really good for them to learn to like tie shoes and stuff. But for a 1-year-old, she just played with the string, and this entertained her for a few minutes and brushed the teeth and brushed the hair and, you know, made her happy. So that was cool. I liked that. I got this on Amazon. It's a Montessori school tool. This is a cheese block and wooden, and it has a peg on a string, and you lace it and you practice like threading it through the little holes, and she liked it. She couldn't get the string out, so when she ran out of string, she would say help, and I would help her. She'd help. It's so cute. I taught her that word because she used to get so frustrated with things and not know how to express that she needed my attention, and she would just and scream. And so now I say, tell me help when you need help, and she says help, and then I help her. So very useful if you haven't taught your kid to say that. This was in a party favor bag. It's a frog that has like the flippy butt, and you do this and it like, you know, flicks all over, just fell on the floor. Also a good book, or 2 or 3 or 7, whatever your kid likes. This one is a First Words $1 book. I don't even know where I got it, but it just has photos. It's very lightweight. It's thin. It's bendy. But yeah, you just like point to things and say like ice cream or banana, or which one's the watermelon, which one's the hairbrush, which one's the duck, which one's the fish, you know, where's the ear? And she stared at this book for quite a while in the airplane, and it was great for takeoff because I just wanted something to take her mind off the fact that I was strapping her into a chair, you know, so she liked to do that. This baggie was basically, I called it coloring stickers, Band-Aids, and Post-its, and paper. So I had this whole baggie, and you don't have to bring as many. I put lots of them in here, but I bought a box of kids' Band-Aids that have different patterns on them, and she just unstuck them, stuck them to things, and that's fine. I brought, these are from the Target Dollar Bins. This is a paper dolls, basically. Stickers, and then I brought blank paper in a notebook and just let her stick these stickers to things. You know, you can just buy one little $1 pack of stickers. That would be great. But something that are actually really useful, these are called play packs. They have like Minnie Mouse. This one is for Shopkins, and they come with stickers, crayons, a coloring book, paper, and then they can just like stick things to them, and they're usually about $1. Like this one says 3 markers, 1 sticker sheet, 24-page coloring book. This one is 4 crayons, 1 sticker sheet, 24-page coloring book. They both say ages 3+, I believe, but they're $1. I got them at Dollar Tree, and there were several different ones to choose from. There was more boyish ones, more girlish ones, whatever. Now this one's the Lion King. So different play packs, and that gives them lots of activities. They're small, and you can throw them away if you lose them, oh well. This is also great for road trips. Yeah, anytime you just need your kid to be good, and in the small, use the tray table and have them go at it. So yeah, I just brought other stickers, and then Post-its and page flags, those little strip stickers. Let them stick these to the walls of the airplane if you have a window seat. Let them stick them to the back of the chair. You know, there's something here that I'm sticking them to, but you guys can't see it. These are really cheap, entertaining. I already had them in my house, and I just let her play with them, and I cleaned up the mess when we were done. Like, the airplane, they don't mind. I also have in here a couple of Dum Dum suckers. I don't give my kid candy, like ever, but on an airplane, she was so excited to have a Dum Dum. It was like, ooh, this sucker's so good. Like, I don't want her to choke on them. I don't want her to get all that sugar, but on an airplane, you do what you gotta do to get them calm. This is another idea. You don't have to bring as many as I did, but in a baggie, I just put some flashcards. These are from Dollar Tree. There's Winnie the Pooh's First Words, the Sesame Street flashcards for ABCs, and Little People, different ones. So like First Word says like bounce, run, ball, you know, there's different animals in the alphabet one. Z is for zebra, A is for apple, whatever. And then the Sesame Street one was the same kind of principle. R is for rainbow, and there's a picture of one of the characters with a rainbow. So these say ages 3+, but Daisy knows words, so she's only 1. I don't see what the problem is in bringing some flashcards. And then this was a Baby Einstein book that actually came on a ring, and here's why I like this one. It's just like flashcards with a hole punch, and then there's different things like D for duck, L for lion, you know, whatever. The reason I like these is it has a ring on it. So we took our stroller when we were out and about. I could strap this to the stroller. She can't throw it. She can't drop it. I can open it and close it around a high chair if we're in a restaurant and I just want her to have a toy she can play with but she can't throw. This is wipeable. Good for eating and they can't make a mess on it. So that was really good. Also Play-Doh. Now Play-Doh is considered a cream or gel or liquid or whatever, so you do have to have it in your liquids bag. It makes a mess, it smells, whatever, but if your kid likes Play-Doh, these are from Dollar Tree and they're small. Like they're, you know, a quarter or a third of the size of a full-size Play-Doh, so they can just like use it once. I got like 8 of them for $1. Throw it out. No big deal. You can also bring, of course, cleaning wipes to wipe down the area before you do any activities, before they touch it and get disgusting, and then wipe it down after so nobody else has to touch the open to disgusting things either. So I got this Dollar Tree Rubik's Cube. Like I said, if any of these didn't work out or if I lost them, I would not be devastated. But a Rubik's Cube, it's not a real brand name one, but she found this very entertaining. She's like, ooh, oh, you know, I had to do it the first time so she could like watch me, but ever since then she was like, wow, and wanted to play with it too. So I recommend something like that. Also bring some teething toys. These are just a couple of examples. This is Little Teether. This one's like by Nook, I think. A fudgesicle and a piece of fruit. Whatever teethers you have, if your kid is really little, they might like something like that. A straw that's bendy. You can use this for the drinks on the airplane because they don't give you kid-safe cups. But also, my kid likes to just like suck on it, blow air through it, bend it around. Cheap, inexpensive. You already have it in your house probably. Fine. And then this is a flag. Basically, you take off the tape and then you go like this, and it like unrolls and makes like a fun flag. That was in a party favor bag, and we didn't end up using it, but pretty fun. Another teether, you could bring like Sophie the giraffe. This was not flattened before. It's a toilet paper roll. I like to, you know, tell her to put things through it, like the straw, or the makeup brushes or whatever, thread things through it. I'll like look at her like this. I'll have her blow through it. A pencil pouch that I got in the Target dollar spot, or Walmart, but it looks like our dog, so I brought that, and I held some of these toys in that instead of baggies if you're less wasteful. I also brought a calculator because she likes looking at the digital screens and likes pushing buttons, and I had one. I just let it throw it in. I also brought a remote control for our ceiling, or little fan, like one of our little freestanding fans has a ceiling, has a remote control. Took out the batteries and let her play with that, and she thought that was fascinating. I also brought her like play fake cell phone. She liked to push buttons and that makes her happy, so I brought it. Nothing noisy, and it entertained her. This is here, let's start here. This is like a really fun thing to have. This is gel window clings that are reusable stickers basically that you can stick on the windows, stick on the walls, stick on the tray tables, and put them back on the sticker sheet. That bought me like 20 minutes on this airplane. It was amazing. So out of all the stuff, I would say that's like definitely top 3 of things I recommend is reusable stickers. She really liked to put them on and take them off. She did drop some, but that's okay. These are tickets that I had left over from my baby shower with her, and you can like pull them apart and like put them in a box or whatever. She liked to just like tear the tickets, and I would pretend like she was a ticket booth and she would just give me tickets. I had those. I wouldn't buy them, but they were fun. Also, aluminum foil. Sounds like a silly thing, but kids like to rip aluminum foil. They like to wrap things in it. It can be kind of sharp, so you have to be careful, but if you have an older kid, this would be a fun activity. And then I brought some Dixie cups. They flattened in the plane, but that was fine. And then I had her put things in it and take things out, or I poured like a tablespoon of water in it and let her drink it, and she thought that was like really fun because it was like an open cup, and I don't normally let her have open cups because she spills everything everywhere. Also, these are called Wicky Sticks, WIKKISTIX. They are twistable, stickable, buildable, playable, one-of-a-kind, creatable. Self-stick, no glue. It's a toy, it's a craft, it's a blast. Says not for under 3, obviously. But basically, they're these little skinny pieces of like waxy yarn, and you can twist them, and they're sticky. Like they stick to stuff. Watch. Like it's sticking to my hand. And we got them at a restaurant. Instead of like crayons and a piece of paper to color on, they had these. And I was like, this is genius. Maybe not for a 1-year-old, because she could totally eat these. They don't smell like anything, just in case you're wondering. But if you have like a 2 or 3 or 4-year-old, these could be awesome. And you can, like the website, because I was looking them up, you can buy them on Amazon in bulk or, you know, whatever. They can, like preschools might have them and stuff, but they make really neat stuff with them, like different colors. They can make animals, they can make different shapes. So you can write like words with them, write their name with them. It's kind of fun. And then I brought a little, this one happens to be by Nook. It's like a Tupperware with a lid. But inside here are a bunch of little things that you could bring. I found these on Pinterest. So these are clips for balloons, like the ribbon on a balloon to like get your balloons from a party to stick to a sign. So she likes to open and close. These ones do not pinch your finger too hard, so they wouldn't hurt her. They're kind of a gentler close. I brought a temporary tattoo. Didn't end up using, obviously. A couple of balloons that latex free, but I thought she would enjoy those. And this is a toothbrush cover that I got like in a 4-pack at like the dollar store. And she just likes to click it, open it and click it closed, and it just makes her happy. And then the bowl is used on vacation as like a Tupperware container, like to carry food home. You could put snacks in it later. You could wash it out, you know, obviously. You could use it for, she likes to take things in and out of things, or she likes to open and close things. Like at 1 year old, that's really exciting. So I just closed it, and then she would try to figure out how to open it, and then she would open it and then want me to close it again, or you know, she would practice closing and opening it over and over, and that was like really exciting. So it's the little things in life, folks. I also got her a water book. It's basically a book that is on paper where the pages look white, and then you use a water marker that only is water, there's no ink in it, and you color on the pages and suddenly colors appear. I don't have it upstairs, or I would show you. But yeah, she really liked doing that, and she colored on the pages, and then the colors on the page would come to life with the water. We also brought her Kindle and a few apps. We love the Pink Fong apps. They have like nursery rhymes and different stuff. They're fun. They're free. I also have another sensory book. This one, I don't even know where I got, Goodwill probably. It's called Shapes. And it has like square and a circle, and the square you can untie the ribbon, the circle is a soccer ball or an orange and it lifts up. Rectangle is a book, and you can turn the pages in the book, and there's letters in there. The heart is like a leaf, and the heart, the oval is just textured, I guess, and then the triangle is like an ice cream cone. If your kid's older, you can be like, what other things are a circle, what other things are a triangle, you know, and talk to them during the flight. That might be entertaining. This is from a Party Favors bag, but it's like one of those knockers things. You hold the handle and she found it was entertaining. She was like sucking on the balls of it. I don't really care. I can clean it. Again, this one has crayons, a top. So this would get lost for sure, but it's a glow stick that you crack. I wouldn't normally let her have something like this because she could eat it, but when I'm with her, but yeah, it's a top that you spin, and she thought that was really fun on the tray table. Again, if it got lost, oh well. Cotton balls, cotton pads, makeup sponges. She likes to pretend she's cleaning things. I give her a wipe and just let her wipe it. I also have a book that's like by Sandra Magsmayer, I think it's called. Her name is. But it's like scrub the duckies, wash the cow, you know how. Now wash you, you know, and like it teaches them to like, it's a bath time book. Let's get going. Ready, set. Is your washcloth nice and wet? And then they clean things. So I just give her a baby wipe and let her clean the tray, let her clean herself with a different wipe, you know, and she enjoys that. So I brought wipeable books so she would wipe herself with that. This one has a ribbon, and it's just in a little box that she can open and close. That was fun. I'm not suggesting you bring all of these, but there's certainly something to consider. Like a teacup. We had a tea party. We just had one cup, but it's small, and I filled it with other things. A crazy straw, because crazy straws are fun. Another flag. What else is in here? Pipe cleaners. Pipe cleaners can be very fun, and she just liked to like bend them and make them into different things. And I like made them into a circle, or I wore it as a bracelet, you know, and she liked those. This is an elephant. It's like a night light or whatever, but you just like turn it on and then it turns the lights different colors. And she found that very entertaining, and I was like, oh, I'm an elephant, you know. And her bedroom is elephants, nursery is elephant themed, and so she knows elephants very well. I brought a little lion action figure. He doesn't do much, but she likes him, so I brought him. Another straw, just a zipper pouch. Almost done here. And then this bag pretty much has more of the same. I brought a hair tie because she likes to like put my hair up. Those page flags. This was a box from her earrings that she got. It's just the box, but she likes to like open and close it, and it's small, so that's fine. As far as snacks go, there's your golden thing here, guys. Snacks. Snacks are your friend. I brought a pill organizer, and it's like for Monday through Sunday, like days of the week pills. And I just brought one of those, but then in every day I put yogurt melts. Or I put one of those yogurt, what do you call it, pouches. You have to put them in your liquids bag, but like veggies and fruit pouch. You know, I let her have those. I had like the little cups that are like Munchkin, I think is the name, orange, pink. They have like different colored ones that they can reach in themselves and grab food out. I used that through the whole trip. Also put Cheerios or Honey Nut Cheerios on a string and made a couple of necklaces so she could eat Cheerios off a string. It was really fun for her, and she liked to eat it that way, and it was a little bit neater. As they crack them with their teeth though, like obviously she has teeth. If your kid was younger, maybe not, but half of the Cheerio would fall off and half would end up in her mouth. And so they were a little bit messy. I will give you that disclaimer, but she really liked it, and she loves Cheerios. They're what Daddy eats as a snack, so she like thought she was awesome because she had Cheerios like Daddy. And then I also brought a sippy cup for milk, sippy cup for water, yogurt melts, the Cheerios necklaces. She really liked that. And then I just brought like little pouch, individually packaged foods that were pre-packaged, not like baggies of my own making, like organic crunchies and different textures of foods, different temperatures. I bought a baggie of blueberries to the airport so that she could play with them. We also got a pair of headphones. They're like a headband, like a thick fabric headband that she wore. It was like a fox. It was super cute. Cozy headphones, I think they're called. Like $20 or so on Amazon, 25. That noise controlling headphones, so they can't turn the volume up too loud. They only get a certain volume. Daisy would not wear it. She took it off every time after about 30 seconds. So if you're going to use headphones with your Kindle or with your phone to play apps or music or whatever, games, Delta has movies, they had kid stuff, so we put that on the screen. If you're going to use headphones though, make sure you practice with them at home and see if your kid will actually wear them, because ours wouldn't, and I wasted space in our luggage. We shouldn't have even brought them. She didn't like them anyway. We also brought an Elmo doll. So our Elmo is a sensory Elmo, and he has a belt buckle that they can unbuckle. It has a shoelace that you can tie, a shoe with Velcro strip. He has a zipper on his jacket to do, and a button on his knee. And so like Elmo just has all these things. And then she loves Elmo, so we would talk about Elmo. There's an app called Elmo Calls that you can basically let your kid talk to Elmo on the phone. It's like they're FaceTiming, so you can actually see yourself on the app. I'm just going to give you like a quick thing, but you just open up the app on your phone. I have a Samsung, but you could definitely, or I have an Android, but I'm sure you can find it on Apple. But yeah, you just open up the app and then it's like Elmo's calling you. Sorry for the ring light. You answer it. Oops.
Hi, it's Elmo. Elmo wants to pretend to be a cowboy. Be a cowboy with
Anyway,
Elmo.
so like down here is the camera, and they can see themselves too. And I just ended the call. But Elmo Calls is a great app. I also like the pink Fong ones. Like I said, those are really good. First Word, First Animal, Top Nursery Song, Mother Goose, Storybook. Fisher Price has several. Puppy. There's like baby puzzle video things on Google Play. You can just like look for the Play Store. Look at all different kinds of apps for kids. But those were some that I found. Some of them worked on Wi-Fi, some didn't. Without Wi-Fi. And so practice that beforehand, like turn your device, whether it's a Kindle, an iPad, or your phone, turn it into airplane mode when you're like at home, and once you've downloaded the apps and stuff, and then see what works and what doesn't, and have a game plan. Have a list, have it written, have it on your phone, know what your options are, so that when you get on the airplane and you're like, okay, arts and crafts time isn't working, it's snack time. What do I have? Oh, I have licorice, or I have a lollipop, or I have vegetables. I have a baggie of berries. And remember, going through TSA is really hard with a kid. We had our luggage. She had her own full-size, you know, roller bag or carry-on the roller bag, plus a personal item, which was a backpack / diaper bag. Bring changes of clothes. Side note, bring 2 changes of clothes and 1 for yourself as well. Bring a blanket, bring everything they need to be comfortable for sleep, and hope they sleep on the flight. But it was really hard to travel because when you go through security, you have to take out your liquids, you have to take out their Kindle, you have to take out them out of the stroller, you have to fold the stroller up, take them out of the stroller, put the stroller on the thing with all the luggage, take out your Kindle and your, you know, stuff, empty your pockets, take off your shoes. Your kids can keep their shoes on until they're a certain age. I don't know how old it is, but I know ours was under 2, and so she didn't have to have it. She didn't need to have an ID because she's a minor. We were flying international. We weren't flying internationally, so she could have no ID. But you have to carry her through the security, you know, screening thing, and pacifier had to come out of her mouth. They made me like she couldn't be eating while we were doing it. And so that can lead to a fussy kid. So just be prepared. Like, you're going to take a little extra time. Once you get through security, you got to put your kid back on the stroller. You got to unfold the stroller, put your kid back in the stroller, put your shoes back on, pack up their Kindle back in their bag, pack up their milk and their water that was in there. Just remember too that your liquids, you can have one quart baggie for each person, but your liquids have to include some baby things. But TSA is nice, and if you have a child, they will let you have a sippy cup of milk, a sippy cup of water for them. Even more than 3.4 ounces, you just have to put it in a separate bin, and if you're traveling with a baby, they don't care. They may test it, so for our case, we had 3 sippy cups of milk. It says reasonable quantities on the TSA site. I'm like, what's reasonable for one kid? What the hell? If they make me pour it out, I'll pour it out, right? So I had like a cooler bag. It was like a little tiny bag that was cold, you know, kept in the fridge, so I was able to carry that all day. But we had 3 bags of milk, and I was like, well, we'll see. I wanted milk for the flight because I didn't know how her ears were going to be, and like, it's like magic milk, you know, just like makes her calm. And they did vapor test it. They like opened each bottle, they like put a strip of something over it and like waited for the vapors. They did that with my breast milk when I traveled without my child as well, so it's nothing new for me. They traveled and checked my breast milk, every single bag that wasn't frozen. Also, you can bring frozen liquids. So if your kid likes water, but you don't want to bring wet, like full-on water, you can bring a frozen water bottle. And then once you get through security, it'll start thawing throughout the day, and you'll have water. So if it's frozen, you're good. Yeah, a lot of these toys were great for the hotel room. I also brought a bag for the bath time, which was like a bath towel and her washcloth and stuff. But in there was like a rubber ducky and a ball that was like water safe, and a couple of other water safe toys. So in the hotel room, I had the Elmo, we had her books, we brought several books, and then we had a bunch of little bath toys that were like water safe, and we let her play with those in the hotel room. So she had toys, and then in our hotel, we got a pack and play that was included in the room. We rented a car from Hertz that came with a car seat. I don't know if I'd recommend that, to be honest. The car seat didn't seem that great, but anyway, that is it for now. Tips. Hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.